And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Melody, and this is my dad, and today we're reviewing Stak.
Stak, a game about robots that use stack. Actually, it's more like attacking robots with other robots, making them... It's like, maybe I should just show the game. In Stak bots, each player has a stack of bots. Okay, you have 9 cards you'll start with. You'll turn the top bot face up. Each bot basically has a power number at the top here. So this is the power, and that's also the hit points of that bot. The blue number down here doesn't matter as much because that's just, it gives you basically the relative worth of that bot if you do deck building. Each player is going to have 2 bots in their hand, and then there's a deck of cards that you will draw from. Now, at the beginning of your turn, you must draw a card, and then you can take your turn. Now, during your turn, you must discard a card, although it doesn't have to come from your hand. You can have one of your own robots die, or you can kill one of your opponent's robot. As long as one card is trashed over the course of that turn, you are fine. Now, the actions that you can take are you can play a bot from your hand. Now, many of the bots, when they're played, or even when they're turned face up on the pile, have an action. So, for example, here, the trip bot. If I play him from my hand, I choose a top card. It falls one place in the stack. So I can say to my opponent, I don't want this. I want this to fall one place in the stack. So it would fall one down, bringing this one to the top, which would flip that one over, which is just a core bot. Core bots are the most boring bots that there are. So that's what a trip bot does. Then we got pit bots, where you can take a top card and place it face up at the bottom of its stack. The Reaper bot, you can choose any other top card and scrap it. He's a death dealer. Or you can choose any other face-up card, reset it face down. So when you put these cards, you're supposed to leave them there so you can see what face-up cards are underneath them. So when I put him down, I could flip over this bot so that later on when he comes up, I can kill another one of my opponent's bots easily. Shot bots, when they come out, they just do damage. This one does 1, but there's also ones that do up to 4 damage. The Bountiful bot, when he comes up, you get to draw a card. The Sidekick bot, he's a weenie bot. As soon as he comes out, he instantly falls one spot. He never sits on the top. The Expel bot, you can make someone else lose a card from their hand. Here, you choose any other top card, return it to the player's hand. Here, you have to scrap the bottom card of your own stack. A Clumsy bot. Now, the thing is, the reason you want to play these bots is because once per turn, you can use one of your bots to attack your opponent's bots. So let's say I attack my opponent's core bot with my Clumsy bot. I do 6 damage to him, which kills him. He does 5 damage to me. I'm still alive. I have 1 damage. I can continue attacking. So I attack the Shot bot. I do 6 damage to him. He does 0 damage to me. And that brings up the next guy, who is a question mark bot, which is any bot you want. Let's say it's a Shot bot. As soon as that comes up, he does 4 damage to somebody, so he chooses my guy. My guy's now dead. I cannot now attack with the next bot. I can only attack with 1 bot per turn. So that's the way the game plays. You're going to be playing these bots face down, as many as you want, and then attacking with up to 1 of them. Some bots have special abilities. For example, here the Fatal bot, if he does any damage to an opponent, he destroys them. Now, if you take damage most time from bots and your turn ends, then all that damage is reset. So if I had stopped attacking my Clumsy bot, he would be back up to 6. A Spike damage, if he damages a card, the card underneath it will scrap. While a Bash card, if he damages a card, the bottom card will stack. The Stomp cards are usually very powerful, but when they attack, they must keep attacking. So it's going to either win the game for you by destroying your opponent's stack completely, or it's going to die at some point on your turn. And then there's a Leader bot, which has a variable based on a number of face-up cards that are underneath it. Again, as I say, as you place cards. So gameplays are very quick, as the game's going to be over soon. You just have to destroy your opponent's deck. Now, you can play a game where you don't draw a card and you just play that way. You can play where you have multiple stacks. You can play games where you set up, which cards are in your deck, etc. But this is the quickest and fastest way to play. Now, StakBots is really, it's going to feel kind of like Magic the Gathering, maybe, in that you play robots and they do different effects, or you attack with robots, but then again, not really. Well, let's talk about some of the stuff in the game. What do you think of the artwork and card quality and stuff?
I really like the cute little robots. They're fun, and the powers and stuff did remind me a little bit of Magic the Gathering, but that was it. Because
yeah, maybe that's a bad comparison. I like the robots too. I mean, they are funny looking little robots. I like Clumsy Bot. Clumsy Bot is my friend, even though he kills my own guy. The
Stomp Bot.
The game isn't that complicated, but it does have some cool ideas, because basically what you can do is you can play cards, or you can use a card to attack somebody, and it just works like that. You have a couple cards in your hand. You can play either one of those cards, and you can decide when to attack and when to stop attacking sometimes.
Yeah.
Should I continue attacking, or should I sacrifice my guy? And since you can see which robots are coming up sometimes, if you have a bunch stacked there, you can figure out, okay, I'm going to attack, and you can see your opponent's stacked robots. This isn't a game of super deep strategy, but, I thought it was pretty good. What did you think about the gameplay?
Sometimes I thought it was depending on luck. Like for Stomp Bot, and all of a sudden there's all these little ones all put together, and there's finally another big one there.
Yeah, in fact, once you play the game once or twice, I would highly recommend going to the split the cards up evenly by the values in the corners, or draft, or some way that you have basically, you each have your own deck, your even deck of attacking each other. Yeah, there's a lot of luck in this game, but I don't think it really matters because it's such a small game. In fact, I was actually very pleasantly surprised by this game. When I saw the artwork, I thought, it's not going to be very much in this box, but it actually was a pretty good game. It's fast, it's quick, it's really easy to teach and play, and it offers a few choices each turn, but enough choices to give you some strategic options.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
No.
No? Well, what do you think of the game? You like it? Good, bad? Where would you put it?
I would put it in the middle. It's really fun, but not so much strategy, but enough strategy to make it fun.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean, I don't think it's the best little game ever, but it is a very good, solid one with a cool theme, the robots fighting each other, and something you can pull out and play quickly, and has a good amount of replayability.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.